They say a wedding is the happiest day of a woman's life, but they don't tell you about the monster-in-law waiting to ruin it. My mother-in-law, Diane, didn't just disagree with my dress choice. She decided to wear her own wedding gown to my ceremony, a pure white floor-length lace gown. She wanted to be the center of attention. She wanted to be the bride. But what she didn't know was that I had a $200 contingency plan with the head caterer and a bottle of the finest Cabernet. Was I the villain for ruining her $5,000 dress, or did she deserve a red-stained reality check? Let's get into it. I met Mark 3 years ago. He's perfect, but his mother, Diane, is a lot. From the moment we got engaged, she tried to take over. She wanted the flowers she liked, the venue she dreamed of, and even tried to pick my bridesmaids. But the real trouble started at the dress fitting. Diane insisted on coming along. When I showed her my white lace gown, she didn't smile. She just said, "Oh, that's a bit traditional, isn't it? I think a cream or beige would suit you better." I ignored her. I thought she was just being difficult. I had no idea she was planning to outshine me on my own day. 2 weeks before the wedding, my sister-in-law called me, sounding panicked. She had seen Diane's dress for the wedding. She told me it wasn't just light-colored, it was a literal wedding dress. Diane told everyone she just liked the fit, and that since she paid for the rehearsal dinner, she could wear whatever she wanted. I confronted Mark. He just sighed and said, "You know how she is, Sarah. Just ignore her. It's not worth the fight." That was the moment I realized my husband-to-be wasn't going to protect my boundaries, so I had to protect them myself.
I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I called the head of the catering company we hired. I explained the situation. I told him, there will be a woman in a white lace gown. She is not the bride. If a glass of red wine happens to meet that dress during the cocktail hour, there's a $200 tip in it for the server. The catering lead was a professional, but I saw the smirk on his face. He understood the assignment. I also made sure my maid of honor had a backup dress ready for me, just in case. But this wasn't about me. This was about Diane learning a lesson in respect. The wedding day arrived. I walked down the aisle, and there she was, sitting in the front row, wearing a dress almost identical to mine. The gasps from the guests were audible. She was beaming, looking around as if she were the guest of honor. During the cocktail hour, Diane was swanning around, taking photos with Mark's side of the family. Then it happened. A young waiter carrying a tray of red wine tripped right in front of her. Half a bottle of deep, dark red Cabernet splashed directly across her white lace bodice. Diane let out a scream that stopped the music. She looked like she had been in a horror movie. The waiter was profusely apologizing, but I caught his eye for a split second. Mission accomplished. Diane had to leave the wedding to change. She missed the speeches and the first dance. When she came back in a plain navy blue dress she borrowed from a cousin, she was silent for the rest of the night. Mark found out later that it wasn't an accident. He called me cruel and manipulative. His family says I ruined her expensive gown and humiliated her. But my side of the family, they're calling me a legend. So Reddit, I'm asking you, was I the bridezilla for staining her dress, or is that what happens when you try to wear white to someone else's wedding? Let me know in the comments below.